What it do, recruits? Today, I'm gonna show you how to get some vines. This right here, my guys, is an automatic vine farm, and I'm gonna show you how it works. First thing you'll need is a whole lot of space. That's why I just went ahead and used my old mining area. I just cleared this out with a beacon looking for diamonds and whatnot. Anyways, and so I just thought, hey, might as well just throw in the vine farm here. It's big and ugly. It can be hidden under the ground. Perfect. Anywho, second thing you'll need is an item, any old item, shears, piece of steak, whatever you need. This right here is the entrance of the farm. And also, just a note, you cannot be wearing Depth Strider 3 boots for this farm to work. You gotta get in it naked, like a baby. Another thing to note is that this farm will work best and automatically if you have an automatic clicker, otherwise known as a macro. You can make your own, you can find one using like AHK and like Notepad and whatnot. That's what I did. It was pretty easy. Just like Googled some stuff. And then also I believe like Exumavoid and Vanilla Tweaks offer one, so you can just Google that right up and check it out. But once you got your macro, you go ahead and hop in the little water stream here and get it going. It would help if we were in survival. Yeah, that might fix things. All right, there we go. Now that we're in survival mode, we can go ahead. Jesus, I need. Okay, there we go. Now that we're in survival mode, we can go ahead and hop in the little thingy here, the little water stream. Yes. Anywho, once in the water, you want to go ahead and turn on your macro and just face forward. From there, you'll go ahead and place your shear in there. It'll be broken with a snow block. Oh my gosh, I'm still in creative. Okay. Now that we're in survival, we can go ahead and start our macro, get our item out, and just hop in the water stream. You just want to make sure you're not wearing Depth Strider boots, and you just got an item out, and you want a macro that holds left click and presses right click at the same time. This will ensure you're using your shears while also munching on any food that you have in your offhand. For this demonstration, though, I won't have any food. Okay, once you got your clicker set up, and I do recommend the concrete function on the Vanilla Tweaks AHK macro thingy majig, yeah, concrete one, that will hold down left click and right click at the same time, allowing you to eat and shear, ensuring you won't die of starvation. Once you got your auto clicker going, just hop on in, and from there, you'll place your item into that item frame right there, and then I will cross over a string right over there to my left if you can see it, and that will send out a snowball from a dispenser and break that item, sending it into this hopper, into that chest, into an item collection area, and then I will go on to shear all the vines. That's so as I'm automatically going around this entire thing, there's different stations like these that will replace my shears, ensuring that I always have a fresh batch, and I don't even need Unbreaking 3. So, let's go. Boom, there we go. And of course, you just want to make sure you have your item in the first slot available. That's because the shears will automatically jump into that slot. You'll see that some of them kind of lie on the edge, so you kind of want to get forward, and once the water stream really starts taking you, it will automatically push you forward, so you don't need to worry about that. And from there, you just sit here and keep it going. And now that our shears are getting much lower, we'll come to the next terminal, which will replace our shears with a brand new set, and we'll keep on moving along. And here we go. Boomba, like magic. Now we loop back around and start all over again. So yeah, to be fair, it's not a fully automatic farm, but then again, with vines, can you ever really be fully automatic? Unfortunately, as of right now, I don't think so, unless there's just something blatantly obvious that I'm not aware of. Let me know. But for now, I think this farm will do just fine. However, I will say you do want to time the shearing just right so you get your new set at the perfect time. And obviously that can depend on how many vines there are growing. You know, if you just came in and got a fresh new batch, you'll get more vines if you make your farm larger. and by the time you loop all the way back around, your vines will already be grown. That's great, perfect. Just make sure that your shears do not break before you get to the item frame. Now you may be asking yourself, well then Skids, what's the right amount of blocks for one set of shears so I can know where to put my stations? Good question, let me count. One sec. It's about 150 to 200 blocks before the shears break. That said, sometimes, as you saw in the footage before, the shears double shear the vines in front and behind. And of course, I did that so when I loop back around, I'm guaranteed to have some more vines, at least in the back. As far as the modules go, I have 3 modules set to about 200 blocks each. So yeah, once I get to the end of it, sometimes the shears break, sometimes they don't. Regardless, I always have food in my offhand, so then I just place the food or the shears inside of the item frames, and I'm all good. Also, I think this goes without saying, but I'm gonna say it anyways. Yeah, this is a copy, backup of my survival world. That's why I'm like floating around all matrixy and whatnot like. And by the time that I wrap around, most of the vines have come back, but you know, some of those little stubborn guys, they haven't. So the only other thing to note about the farm is the item collection. Of course, you want to use just a simple water stream. You know, about 8 blocks, and then you have to repeat the water going down, down, down more, and then I just have a kind of a tunnel here. Hello, Zomberts. They're not supposed to be in here. How did you get here? Everything's supposed to be lit up. Alright, that's weird. Okay, cool. What's up, guys? I wonder how long they've been there. Anywho, yeah. All the vines go through these canals into this middle canal. Everything's lit up by these glowstone up here, so hence my confusion as to why those zombies are there. Honestly, they've probably been there before the lighting update. These are some old Zomberts. Additionally, I do have a hopper line set up where all the items that get broken off of these item frames by the snowballs, they break and get put into these chests, which go into these hoppers, go down this stream, get collected into this barrel right here, and then from there I can press that button, and that will decide if I want to throw everything into the lava or not, using this here mechanism. Pretty simple stuff. You guys should all know that. Kind of, you know, auto dropper thingy-majig. Yeah, you know it. You got it. You love it. And of course, T flip-flop to turn the button into a lever, kinda. Up here, we just have a snow golem, handy-dandy, along with a hopper line nearby him to just replenish all of the snowballs. And regarding the auto refiller, or whatever you want to call it, the re-shearer, I don't know. It's pretty simple. It's not too complex. You do need to know a little redstone, or you can just go ahead and screenshot this right here. All right, yeah, I don't know, get a few angles, all the views and whatnot. But basically what you have is you're going down the stream. All right, you place your item into that item frame that has a hopper underneath it, of course. Then you enter that string, which will activate this observer. From there, that observer will send out a signal through this redstone, which will firstly activate this dispenser, which of course is filled with snowballs, and that will break whatever item is on the item frame. But of course, if you have broken your shears and you don't have an item, it will break the item frame. Yeah, you do not want that to happen, so make sure you kind of space out all of the vines properly. That said, if you do have some food in your offhand, or anything really, say you have a stack of steak, you'll then just place one steak into the item frame, the snowball will break the steak off the item frame, then it'll go into the hopper line, and at the end you can just pick up the steak in the barrel. That way, as long as you don't go through an entire stack of steak, or whatever food you're eating that is, you should be good. Additionally, of course, the signal from the observer will be sent out as well to this dropper. I also have kind of a comparator timer that will keep the signal going for about a second, and that just ensures that you get through the observer without activating it for a second time. Because if you didn't have this, you'll end up breaking that item frame right there. And that is the entire farm. I hope this satisfies your vine needs. Until next time, keep a learning. Oh, bye-bye.